Last but not least on the list of our 7Ks for success in the coffee business is community. You need to build your own community. People who know you, support you, and want to keep coming back to your place. Quick question. Did you know that Tesla is not in the car business? They're in the data business. They collect road data, location data, and driving data from all their cars. Data that they either use for their own self-driving cars, data that they sell, or both. But also they use it to connect with their community of Tesla drivers. So a quick way to start building your own community is to start to collect customer data. The best way to do that is to create a loyalty program where your customers can earn freebies and discounts, and you can give special offers. And to start a loyalty program, you need some way to track sales by customers. Basically, what you need is a CRM. You need a customer relationship management tool. Now, you can either use a separate piece of software. I chose to use the one that came with my point of sale. Like Square or Toast has it included. And it's integral. It's an important thing because the sales information is integral to the customer data. So you can see what your customers are buying, you can see their trends, and you can see what their favorite things are. So one of the most important information, a couple pieces of information that I got that I found that were the most important are the email and the cell phone number. And I use these to regularly text and regularly email my clients. Now I would send them out, by text I would send them out a short little offer, a little free something or other. It would be like special BLT day, or we had pizza this day. And then by email, I would send a newsletter. I would write a little story. I would talk about my morning. I would talk about how I grew my tomatoes for the BLTs. I'd share the story of me going to the restaurant, or the grocery store with my mother, and how we would buy lettuce, but there was only one lettuce. It was iceberg lettuce. This was back in the 60s. Anyway, I'd share a little something personal about myself, and I'd talk about the BLT and the ingredients. And sure enough, people would come in and they say, "Oh, we love your emails. I'll take 4 BLTs." It really does work. One of the metrics that I used were people that were not in the loyalty program and people that were signed up in the loyalty program. Those who were not in the program spent an average of $12 or $13 each visit. And those that were in the loyalty program spent about $18 or $19 per person. So there was a big percentage difference, another 50% higher in sales just for people that I built in my community. So I want you to seriously consider this. You can't stress it enough. It may be the last on the list, and it may be at the bottom of as priority things that I want you to do in a certain order, but it is probably critical to the success of your business. It was to mine. I was cash positive, like I said, 6 months. I had positive cash flow in a year. I was paying myself just fine. So I'm going to toss it over to my friend, young Mark here, who's going to talk about community building and networking and how that has such an advantage of building relationships, has such an advantage in growing your business. Hey, Mark.